Okay, guys, this is one hell of a story talking about the Fuentes in town. Aransas past residence. He's been here 70 years and the city's trying to screw him over. He has a neighbor. His name is Hirschberg, who built a home on top of Tony's property. Tony's been going back and forth with the city for about 4 months trying to get help. They don't want to help him. He tried to criminally trespass this guy. This is criminally trespassing because it is his property. And the house is in Tony's name too. And Tony didn't build any house. How'd this Hirschberg get that? Well, Hirschberg talks about it, that he basically paid the city some money. That'll be in the audio I'm going to put out tomorrow. But for right now, I'm going to give you a little breakdown of what's going on with Tony and his daughter. And then again, I'll give you the audio of Hirschberg talking to Tony's family about what occurred tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys.
I will tell you that for most issues like this, is this your...
That's our copy. Yeah, well, we got it within the city. Somebody in the city gave it to us, yes.
The copy of it.
Yes.
No, I'm not saying that this is you. I'm saying what you've written up here. This is you.
I wrote that to him.
You trying to evict him.
Yes, I'm trying to get him
so
out
that
of here.
won't fly.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. We don't have to.
Any kind of eviction stuff has to go through the JP.
We tried going to them. They won't help us.
So what they tell you?
It's not an eviction because we never gave him permission. Because we never gave him permission to live here. We never gave him permission to be here. You know,
so,
he built the house.
Was that by means of a clerical error through whoever?
There's no
funded the loan, or
but no, he lied. He lied to get the paper to build this house. That's telling you that. I mean,
so
if you know,
this is what you're saying. He lied about who he was.
He lied about who was building this house.
We didn't.
I mean nobody. That right there says that my dad built this house. This is a certificate of occupancy. Right. That means that that's him. That's her. That right there tells you.
And how did you get this?
Investigating the city. In the city, they gave it to us. Well, somebody in the city.
With the permits.
Huh?
Yeah, we got it.
Is this where you got this yesterday?
Yeah, this morning.
This morning?
I would have shown it to you yesterday if I would have had it.
From the actual building department or the city hall?
From the city hall.
The city hall's next to the police department.
No, we got it sent from the city hall. And whether he was in the city hall or
Tony, you get him over there when you get on
the mayor gave it to us. The mayor gave us that.
The mayor.
The mayor did. Call him if
and
you
we got
want
another city council member that verifies that too.
We tried calling him to come up here, but
I just called him.
He just called him. But just the mayor gave it to him. Why is the mayor helping him? I don't know. Because he feels bad. Because he feels bad because they're stealing his land.
Nobody else wants to help.
And nobody else wants to help him.
Mayor Gomez gave this to you.
Yes.
This morning.
Yes, this
morning.
He's
gonna get fired? Or?
He can't get fired.
He can fire him.
No, he can't get fired for that. He's doing his job. He's doing his job.
Texas Rangers can, but
but they don't work for the mayor.
Can do anything. And they're going to be fired.
So, Mr. Fuentes, you're claiming that he forged this to build the house on the property.
That's what he
That's
did.
what that says right there because he didn't authorize for them to come over here and build a house.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
He did not authorize for them to live in this house. He didn't authorize for them to do anything that has to do with this property. He did not authorize it. He didn't give them a lease to live here. So why are we gonna go get him evicted? Why are we gonna go get him evicted when we never made a lease with him?
Well, once somebody establishes residency, this is how we approach it. Once somebody establishes residency, clearly there's a house built, whether it was out of error or...
So right here it says, that right there, that's him and that's her. That's their residency right there.
And the tax form.
The tax form, we got the tax
We
form.
done
It has
paid
this house to
taxes
them.
on it.
Yes.
Y'all pay
Why
tax
are
on
we
Yes,
it?
on the house. On the
Why are
property,
we
everything.
paying taxes for you?
Yeah,
I
we
got
pay the
everything right
taxes.
there. We pay taxes on every single thing on this house.
So the mayor and somebody from City Hall said that.
The mayor sent it to him. And let's call him on the phone right now. Along with Channel 6, I already called them. And then I got everything on this property with them, the tax papers, everything. I got everything.
But I want to know
Because
why
I know
nobody wants to help us.
It's not that we're not trying to
No,
help.
no,
you.
no,
No, it's
listen.
I'm trying to figure out.
Listen. Okay, when you go and get surveyed, you get a survey. Okay, you have to, because we had to get 2 surveys. The first time they gave it to us when they sold us the property. The second time we had to get it because He claims that somebody in the city came, pulled the stakes out, and measured it for him. Okay, that's against the law. They can't do that. So we had to go get another survey.
Survey stakes.
Huh?
No,
You can't. You can't remove survey sticks. So
But
he knows
anyways.
that they removed them, and he'll tell you. But I'm telling
The actual formal ones that go really
yes,
Mhm.
yes, they pulled them out to measure how his property is laid. And I was like, when you go get a survey, you have to give information on this property that you own it. We went to go give. We went to a surveyor, gave them property. We gave them everything about the property. We just said survey our land where you meet. They served it from that end of the block to that end of the block. They surveyed it. They
This was
measured
on
it all the
November-
way, and it came to right here.
November 13th, if I remember.
Just so that I can so I said, you know what? Let's get another thing because he says that the city came and pulled them out. Let's get another one because they're tampered with. That's tampering. Tampering with those things is against the
So
law.
that's just what he's telling you,
Huh?
right?
That's what he said. But
Right. So they
We got
may
another
not
one
have
anyways.
messed with him at all.
we got another one anyways. We went and got another survey because, and they were like you didn't, and they even knew they even put the house inside of the survey sheet. We got the survey sheet with the house inside of it.
They
You know?
did tamper with them.
Well,
Well, the thing
he
is,
said,
on the video, he says.
yeah, we have
he
a
says
video
he knew it was
saying,
illegal before.
Yeah,
He said
they
he
did tamper
knew
with
it wasn't his property before he built the house.
yes, he knew that
He
it
got on
wasn't
video
his.
saying that.
So
And he was saying
he's not going
there's
to sit
corruption
there.
in the city. The
Yes,
city let him do it.
yes,
But that's not coming out right now. But that's
it's going to
that's-
come out.
It's about to come out.
But whenever
Because
we
he's saying,
want
he's
him
saying he
off of
paid
there.
the city $2 million.
Yeah.
What are we doing here today?
We
So
want
we
him
get
off
him
the
off the
property. We want him off the property.
they want him to vacate.
there's the ownership of the land was under that's your
Fuentes.
husband
Yes.
Yeah.
and this lady.
Yes.
And the house is
These-
under
Yes.
Yes.
Those two.
Antonio
and
Yes.
Adelia?
Yes. That's her.
so this has been an issue that's been brought up to city council.
4 months
Hey,
ago, we've been trying to fight with this.
Something, and I talked to you guys yesterday,
Mhm.
and I
The
said it
mayor
would be
told
best to get an attorney.
Yes, but why are we going to pay money for something we never even gave? We didn't give them permission to do this. We're going to pay money. We're going to pay for the property and then pay to get it back from somebody?
It's
No,
not-
no, no. It's not civil. I'm telling you. We
You
never
think it's
gave him
criminal?
permission. Yeah, it is criminal because we never gave him permission to be here. And I said, if you think you built this house, I was like, why does it have my mom and dad's name on there? Why does it have it on there?
You went and
Because
got a loan
he got a loan
on his
saying that that
property
was the property. That's his property. He got a
and
loan
then
on that
built
property.
the house over
And then he
here.
built the house over here. Why?
So isn't that
If he got the bank to come over here and show him where his property was, then why
what
build
do
it
you
over
call
here?
that?
I don't understand about his bank, his title. They won't talk to us either. But that's another story.
The policy's not good because it's not on the right address.
Yes.
It's on the wrong lot.
This address should not even have a house on it. But now, thanks to him, there's a house on there, and my mom and dad built it, and they're the ones that are supposed to be here, not him.
They didn't build it, but they had somebody
Okay,
else
I
build
just
it.
want clarification.
Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't build it, but somebody built it for them.
Yes.
Okay. It's been in the process of being built for 2 years.
Yeah, and then
And
4
during
months
that
ago
2
we found
years,
it.
did
Nope.
anybody?
because my dad, just like everybody else, when they buy property, if I'm here and I buy property somewhere else, I'm gonna put the paperwork in my drawer, go back and go along my business. I'm not gonna.
You
They
was just
sent
paying
us.
it.
They sent him the paperwork on the property and everything. And my dad kept telling me that he had property down the street. And then I said, well, I want to build a house. I go, let me go down there and see where it's at. I checked it on the thing. He thought that one was his, but it wasn't. And I said, no, this one is yours. Okay, they let him get away with that because in order to get permits to build a house, you have to be owner of the property. You have to get permits. We get permits all the time. When we go do air conditioner at people's houses, we do ductwork in their attics. We have to get permits, and on those permits, they show exactly who the owner is of the property. They show it.
Okay.
So that's criminal. That right there.
So the
is,
city should have these permits.
They should. They had that. That was one of the forms that got sent to us. You know, and that right there, because we just can't let him get away with it.
Okay, guys, I had to redo my video. The city actually leaked out social security numbers to me, which is illegal. So I'm redoing the video on Tony Fuentes' property and Mr. Hirschberg, who built a house on top of Mr. Fuentes' property. Now, the city can't deny these guys because these are permits. These are signed by city officials. Miss Villarreal, they're signed by Burwell, Renee's on here, right? This is the property address, so that's Tony's property, which they built the house on. Here's Burwell's signature. And if you scroll down here, you're going to see Joseph on here too. So Joseph inspected this property, and Joseph is actually friends with the Fuenteses. Inspected this property for Mr. Hirschberg, not the Fuenteses. So how does that happen? This is crazy, right? Now, if you keep scrolling down here, what I want to note to you is that Ram Gomez actually said that he didn't know anything about this property and didn't know there was a house being built. But boom, there's John Gomez. That's Ram's brother. Numerous inspections by Mr. Gomez on here, right? There's tons of them for the electrical inspections. Now, with that said, John Gomez is a master electrician, but he is not NEC certified. That means he's not supposed to be doing these inspections. And the city will come and tell you that he's allowed to do these inspections. But if you follow the law specifically states the criteria for an NEC inspector. John does not have those credentials. But they still pay this guy $45 an hour, which is more than they pay pound cake, right? I would also like to say that John Gomez doesn't do his job. Now, Joseph, mind you, signs each and every one of these and says pass or fail. Now, if you go down to Mr. Gomez and you start looking at what he does, you are going to note, let me show you when I get to the electrical inspections, I'm sorry. So you're going to note that on numerous of these, he does not. He does not sign them, doesn't pass them, doesn't fail them, doesn't do anything. He's not doing his job, right? With that said, if anybody wants these inspection records, just reach out to me and I will send them to you. As always, 100% transparent.
See? And then you got the other one in there, the new one.
And this is the
the
survey
original,
map?
the original one. The other one's right here. This is because we had to go get another one done.
Are they different?
No, but yeah, because it has a house. Here you go.
Right.
Here's the tax paper on it. You see the property, the description of the property, and then there's the property. Let me get the other one.
Budget.
All right.
The new one. And that's the house on top of it. And here's the people that did it. That's it. Separate and prepare certification plat, lot 1. That's me.
So it sits like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Whenever he showed you, what did he show you one like that?
No. This is the first paperwork I've looked at so far.
Because I believe that the one that he showed you was for that one.
Lot 8.
Yeah. This is his information. This is what he showed you.
He hasn't shown me.
He
anything
didn't
yet.
show.
I haven't
he
talked
showed
to him
you.
yet.
Okay, well this is supposed to be his, but still, you know, they got permits and everything building on this, and you can't get permits without information on this lot. This
So
property.
is this
This
his
right
info?
here, yeah, that's just showing his his tax paper, which is nothing about the house.
Oh, you went online and pulled this off?
exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's just saying his tax
Okay.
paper on his property. That's it. That's
I
all he's
gotcha.
paying. He's not paying the taxes. We are.
Right.
His property.
Okay. I don't want the wind to blow this away. So. Okay, so this is all essentially the finance paperwork right here
Uh-huh.
from Next Lots Now, right?
Yes. That's our.
Pretty much all these are the
That's
financial
what they.
paperwork.
Yeah, that's what they on what they told us.
Okay. And this you said you got from
We got from the mayor.
Mayor?
Yes, we got that.
he.
From
How did he give it to you? This looks like a copy of a copy.
yeah, he sent it to us through email.
Through email. Okay.
Screenshot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of looks like that. For
That
sure.
yeah.
And this is the people that did the
They
survey?
did the survey. Yes, they came over here and they surveyed it. They're
On
like.
this newer one.
Yeah, the new one. That's the new one. They said, there's a big house on your property, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. And it
Therein
goes
lies
all-
the problem, right?
Yes, and it goes all the way. Here's the 4 points right here, right there, and those are the states.
Okay guys, like I told you earlier, I had to redo this video because the city illegally leaked out social security numbers to me, but these are the permits. These are signed by the city, right? The city is aware of this, even though they're trying to tell people they are not and they did anything wrong. Well, yes, you did. You signed all these to Mr. Hirschberg, not Tony Fuentes, and it's Tony Fuentes' property. Now, right here, I'll show you. This is Hirschberg's house that he built on Tony's property. Tony's property is lot 57. That's where this house was built, on lot 57. Hirschberg's property is 56. Now, what I really want to show you is down here, which is the city occupancy. What's it tell you? Well, it belongs to Tony. That house belongs to Tony, and the property belongs to Tony. But Tony never pulled any of his permits, never did any inspections. Wasn't his house. This is signed by Joseph Garza, who is Tony's friend, friends with the Fuenteses, and I verified that that's Tony's name. So the name of the employee that signed this document is Tony Garza. The city knew about this, guys.
So he didn't have this property. He didn't have this property surveyed.
Okay. All right. Hold on. You guys realize that somebody
4 months ago.
built
4 months ago.
October of 2023?
Yeah. Well, this is April 17th. Well, that's when he. Yeah, it was April 17th, 2021. I'm sorry.
April 17th.
2021.
And when you noticed that somebody was building, what was your action? What did you do?
The first thing that we did was we went to the city manager? Right, went to the city and talked to them, and he was so nice about it. The city manager was Edward, what's his name? Gary Edwards. He was nice, and he said, "Oh my God, that's terrible," and this and that, and he goes, "We're gonna have a meeting with your parents and you and a bunch of us. We're gonna have a meeting together, and we're not gonna." He's like, "We're gonna get down to it. We're gonna get down to how it happened." And I said, "Okay, that's fine." 2 days go by, they never called for that meeting, and then finally I called him. Calls me back, rude, and I had a car full of people and I had it on speaker. Everybody heard it, and he was rude. He was like, "Well, I'm sorry, but we didn't have anything to do with that. We didn't do anything wrong. Our lawyer says that we didn't do anything wrong, and you got to take it up with him." So this is us taking it up with him. Dolores Fuentes, Corpus Christi. I'm here on behalf of my father, Antonio Fuentes. I just wanted to be put on the docket for your next meeting for the case on his house. Somebody else building a house on his property at 257 lot 1. The one y'all are supposed to be investigating.
Is this the one?
257 lot 1 he owns. Somebody else built a house on it. Remember, y'all are investigating.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to know where that where y'all at on the investigation, because I've been investigating it as well. So
Yeah. Our attorney, Mr. Mayor and Council, has looked into this. And at this point, we believe it's a civil matter. That's the last conversation we had with our attorney.
no. Okay, a house
Yes.
does not get built in Aransas Pass without any of y'all knowing about it. Y'all can't say that y'all don't have anything to do with it, because nothing gets built in Aransas Pass without y'all knowing. Nothing. They keep telling us we can take it up with him. Yeah, he told us. He's the one that told us to take it up with him. I said, okay, fine. You want to, we didn't have to. He goes, because we didn't do anything wrong. He goes, we find it that we believe that we didn't do anything wrong. And I said, well, I believe you did. After the way he acted like that, he should have did that. He was mad about it. Like he didn't want to deal with it. He didn't want to hear about it. So we went to public works, where they get the permits, and same thing. they're like, well, it's being investigated, and they went, by them, and the city. They were investigating it to see how this happened, right? But they didn't want to give us the permits. They didn't want to show us anything, so they just told us to go, go. They're trying to investigate it. They'll let us know. They never let us know anything.
When was that?
That was that was like right after.
That was in October, right after.
Right after I talked to him. It was in October. Yes, in October of this year. That was when I talked to them. Then where did we go after that? Oh, we've been everywhere. And then after that, we went to the city appraisal in Portland. I mean, went to the city appraisal, and the county, because they came in and did an appraisal on this house. So I went over there, and they said, well, they're investigating it to see how it happened, but we're gonna have to, get back with you, and this and that. Then we get a call a couple of days ago. City appraisal wants to separate the land from the property and have my dad continue to pay the property taxes, but can't do anything with it. They want to separate. They want
the land from the property.
They want to put it in another account, which is probably his. I'm not sure. I'm not saying. They want to put it in a separate account. I have it recorded because I recorded everybody I talked to. They want to put it in a separate account, and then my dad continued to pay his property taxes. Whether he can't do it, and I said, and you telling me that you want him to pay taxes on a property that he can't deal with? They said because the house it's showing that it's on your dad's property. Yeah, she said it's showing. That's what it's showing, that it's on your dad's property. She goes, well, we can do we can pull it, separate it. And I said, what are you doing? You can't do that. I said, because if he's paying for the property taxes, he wants to do something with his property, and because of this, he can't do anything. So then we went to the judge here. Which one was it? The
JP?
The JP? Is it the JP?
Judge Price?
Yeah. I guess the one, is that the one across from where the old
The old butcher.
Yeah, the old butcher. Okay. We went in there. Her secretary tells us, I said, can we speak to the judge about help? Because nobody wanted to help us. We went when we spoke to her, she said, she goes to us, well, let me talk to the judge. I said, I just want help with this because somebody's built a house on our property and we need them off. We want them off the property. She goes, hold on, let me go talk to the judge. She comes back and she says, well, the judge says it's a civil matter. I said, what? I go, we can't even, I said, she goes, it's a civil matter and you need to get a lawyer. Everybody's telling us the same thing, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. And so, about a few days ago, we went in there, and the officer that's when we went in there.
Back up. Do you remember when you talked to the judge?
We went in there. I have it all documented. I have everything where I went. But when was this? Like, now I have to get it out. Now, let me get all my information out because it has the dates and times and everything. Roundabout. It was about a few days after we talked to them, because it was like boom, 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 one after another.
Still all in October.
Yes, and then the next month, same thing. We went to these people a few times, not just once. We went to them a few times, each trying to help. We need help with this. Can you please help us?
Okay.
They kept telling me no. Well, and this is within the last 4 months. These are all within the last 4 months, and I have it all documented. But then we went to the police department. The officer that was standing right there, he said what he said. He said that it was a civil matter, and I said, well, no, we can't file charges. You telling me that we can't file charges? Trespassing charges, criminal trespassing charges on anybody that's on our property? And he says, well, it's I recorded him too. I recorded him too.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. I recorded him too. And then I told him, I said, okay, I said, Dad, let's go. They're not gonna do it. Then I went back to the, we've been going everywhere trying to get help with this. And then this morning, he gets that paper saying that he, with his name on there, saying that he built this house. You have to have permits to build a house.
Yeah, so when you say he got that paper, you talked about the certificate of occupancy?
Yes.
With whose name?
With his name on it. And
Hers.
he didn't
Tony.
even, yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Okay.
He got that paper,
You're saying that was emailed from the mayor.
From the mayor sent it to him because they're good friends. I mean, he knows them because we went into the last city meeting.
Right. I actually saw that. Yeah.
You saw that? Okay, that's what I was. That's what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about.
A lot of people confused with when you guys went up there and made your comments, and nobody talked to you. They can't
because they don't know anything about
it. They can't.
Okay, that's why I'm saying
they're not allowed to respond to you. That is your time.
Yeah.
People get confused.
I got you.
People get confused when it's public commentary. People go up there and they talk and they ask everybody questions, and they sit there and they don't say anything. They're like, "Why aren't you talking to me?"
Okay.
They're not allowed to.
Okay, I got you.
It is just for you guys as the citizens. So that's for you guys to get up there and say your piece. And as long as you're cordial,
but I asked to be put on the docket.
Yeah.
I did. Nicely.
I saw that.
I asked him to put me on the docket for the next meeting. I would really appreciate it. And he said, I guess he said, okay. I think he did. The mayor, I think he
you'll
said,
have to follow up with them on that.
Yeah.
That's
anyways, so they all know about it. They've known about it for the last 4 months. That we've been trying to get help with this, you know.
So I can tell you what I can do. Today is, one, I got to do a bunch of research, okay? There's a lot of documents that you've got, and there's some documents that he's got.
On this property?
About a property.
Okay.
Okay? That's why I need to see this stuff. Apparently it's all with his lender, and he's going to get the information from the lender and then send it to me. I can't get it from the lender.
Okay.
They won't. It's personal financial information, and his lender is not going to give it to me without a warrant.
Okay.
But they will give it to him because he's the client.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that and then get it to me.
And all I wanted was for him to show. We tried working with him. We tried working with him, and I told him, I said, "Okay, can you show me something that you have anything
right,
with
that's
your name
what I'm
on
trying
it?"
to find.
Yes, and that's what I did. I asked him, and he on his phone. Well, yeah, I got this. I lost my phone.
So he did have a survey done.
He had a survey.
And, so you probably already know this, but he did it as a construction loan, and he hired a company. And he hired a survey company. They came out. They did a survey. They gave him the information. Did the survey company screw up? Possibly.
No, because he gave them paperwork on his property. They surveyed that land because the people
that he sold. Well, that's what I'm trying to find out because while I was over there talking with him, he was on the phone to the title company because he had called into them. They called, so I listened. He allowed me to listen in on the conversation, and the title company has ordered the original survey company for him to come back out and figure out what went wrong.
Because
so right now is if the survey company screwed up and said that lot 8 is this one, and they told the company or the construction company to do this one, he's not criminally liable. I'm not saying he's not civilly liable. I'm saying he's not criminally liable because he believed he was building on the correct property. Did the survey company screw it up? Did the construction company screw it up? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay, but why would he go? What the builders the paper that I showed you? Why would it have my mom and dad's name on it? They shouldn't even.
No, and see, I need to figure that out.
Anywhere on that.
I need to talk to the mayor and find out if he did send you that. Where did that come from? Where did the C of O come from?
Yes.
So I need to figure out that part too. So there's some research I need to do. And like I said, I'm not giving you guys the runaround. I'm just not going to make an uninformed decision. Okay. I need to make an informed decision. Okay. Is this criminal? Is this civil? I'm not sure.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
Let me find out.
Okay. Let me ask you something though.
Yeah.
Because TNT, that's where he got the title for this place. It's under TNT Titles in Portland. Okay.
I didn't know the name of it.
It's TNT Titles. Okay. It has this address, but I want you to look at the fine print on there because it has his property number on it.
Right, and
it doesn't
I saw
even
your
have
survey.
His property number.
It showed block 257,
lot 1. That's this one here.
Right, and I need to see his paperwork, what it says. If it says lot 8, and then they put it over here, I got to figure out how that happened.
Okay, and find out. I want you to find out.
The city allowed it to happen.
How did they allow it to happen? And I want to know about the water line that he got put in here because they told my dad that he couldn't get a water line put in. They told him
he mentioned something about them having issues with the sewer and water.
It took him a whole year to get permits, and that's what I want to know. Why did it take a whole year?
That's what he was telling me. I don't know exactly why that happened.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. But you
I'm
can,
not experienced in building and construction enough
Yeah.
to tell you that answer.
and
I'm
would,
going to have to go to somebody who is.
yes,
And that's why I'm telling you, I need to do some research.
okay.
Because I am not versed enough to say one way or the other.
I understand,
You know
because
what
you
I'm
don't want to make the wrong call.
Well, I don't want to
the
make
wrong
an
call.
unfair call, though,
Yeah,
for
that's
either
true.
party involved.
Because right now it's unfair, because right now, but I'm going to give you time. We're going to give you that time to
Good.
do what you have to do.
Because I'm going to give you my card. This has my phone number and
Okay.
my email address. I'm going to ask if you can make copies of all that stuff for me, though.
I can,
Can you?
I can,
And drop them off at the office.
okay,
You can bring them down. I'll copy them at the office. That way, it ain't got to cost you anything for the copies.
okay,
Whatever is convenient for you guys in that respect.
okay, I will.
Okay.
But I need you to promise me that
You're not
if
going to put it on the
you're
back
not,
burner.
yeah,
No.
no, promise me that if there is
It
something,
may take me a
if there
couple
is
of days
something
to
going-
figure this all out and get all this stuff. And
I
get
need
the
you to
city and
promise
I
me,
talk to
though,
the mayor. I want to talk
I
to
want
the
you to
city
promise
manager.
me that if you find something that is bad going on, promise me you're not going to let them do it to change it or change anything so
I
that he
understand.
loses his property. Just promise me you won't do that.
So, guys, if y'all can help out the Fuenteses in any way, if you got a lawyer buddy, somebody that can help them, donations, whatever, to get them the legal that they need, because the city's not going to help them. Let's help them. This is criminal trespassing. The city should press charges against these guys at full force. I mean, they're living on their property and their home. Come on. With that said, guys, there is an audio coming out tomorrow. It's about an hour long, but it's worth it if you can sit through it. So it's going to be the Fuenteses talking to Hirschberg, and he spills the beans on the city. It's a good one. I'll put it up tomorrow sometime. Appreciate y'all's support. And again, if y'all can help the Fuenteses, reach out to me, and I'll get them the data. Also, if anybody wants any of these email chains where it talks about the inspections and stuff, just email me and I'll get them to you. As always, 100% transparent, the very opposite of our city officials. Thank you.